Welcome back to another Love is Blind recap where the men on the show never fail to disappoint us again and again and again and again. Tyler, Ramses, and especially you, Steven, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Let's just start this damn recap, and we're going to start hot. Let's just jump right into the fire, starting with Nick and Hannah. Hannah was so insufferable in this episode. Did anybody else think so? Oh my God. So Nick brings Hannah over to his parents' house where he still lives. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with living at your parents' house as long as they want you there and as long as you're not a burden. Okay. If you're past 18, you should be doing your own shit. Okay. You should be cooking. You should be cleaning. You should be helping your parents. I don't know, taking something off of their shoulders. But Nick still seems to be coddled and treated like a baby, but that's between him and his parents. All I'm saying is if I were the one dating him, I would eventually not be able to because he doesn't even know how to boil pasta, but we're gonna get into that later. She gets an entire tour of his house, and did anybody else notice that there were pineapples everywhere? Yeah, who's going to tell her parents what pineapples mean? Now we're back at Hannah's apartment and she is cleaning. Like she just always cleans. She's always sweeping, mopping, vacuuming. Like I hate to admit this, but when I saw her cleaning, it kind of reminded me of myself and not in a good way. Okay, I repeat, not in a good way. And I can only admit this because I'm self-aware. I hated the part when she was cleaning, but he was talking about his work and then she interrupted him to tell him to take out the garbage. I thought that was just rude. That was unnecessary. She couldn't wait for him to finish talking about it. No, she was like, Nick, can you take out the garbage, please? And she didn't even do it in a nice way. She was like kind of bitchy about it.
Got 2 new buyer clients today that I have to talk to and connect with my lenders.
Will you take this
at
out,
some point.
please?
Yep.
After she's done cleaning, they sit down to talk about finances. And I absolutely hated how she made him feel so dumb about not having a good understanding of his finances. Like he didn't understand how the stock market worked. He didn't invest. And she just made him feel dumb about it. Like, why would you do that? This is a person you supposedly love. Why are you going to put them down? Instead of being like, oh, I totally understand what you mean. I've been there, but don't worry, babe. I got you. I'm going to teach you and we're going to like be financially literate together and thrive. But instead she's like, oh my God, Nick, what are stocks? What do you mean? What are stocks? How do you not know what stocks are? How do you not know how they work, Nick?
I pay my car insurance. I pay my health insurance. Then I contribute to my 401k.
Yeah.
Then I contribute to my stocks.
I don't know shit about stocks. I could give a fuck about stocks.
I can teach you.
Do you know about sports?
Does watching sports make you more financially successful?
I don't think stocks does.
What are stocks?
And that was messed up. Okay, she needs a chill pill. Somebody send her a bottle of Cloud9 from Vina CBD because that's what I've been using and it has been helping me so much. Ever since moving to my new apartment, my sister has been asking me if I've been PMSing. Okay, fine, I've been a little cranky. Maybe I've been a little tense. But you know what? It's because a bitch is stressed, all right? Maybe that's why Hannah's acting the way she is, because she's stressed. But you want to know how I've been de-stressing lately? Vina Cloud9. I pop one of these and whoo, I'm floating. On days where my mind is loud and chaotic, I pop a no worries and y'all, I'm chilling like a villain. Also, ever since moving to my new place, I've been having trouble sleeping. That's probably why you've been seeing me post on Instagram all night because I cannot sleep, but that's not a problem with Vina's lights out. So this is what I do. After my entire day is over, I eat one, yum yum, so delicious. I wash up, I get ready for bed, and then I get in my bed with my iPad and I start to feel relaxed. I start to feel calm. And then I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed. And then I fall asleep and it's amazing. Vina is co-owned by Tamra Judge from The Real Housewives of OC, and it's a company inspired by providing products to empower a healthier, happier lifestyle. If you don't like gummies, what the hell is wrong with you? Just kidding, don't worry, because they have tinctures and seltzers too. You can get an entire bottle worth $70 for free by clicking the link below. All you have to do is pay for shipping. And when you get your hands on these, we're going to have to like do a watch party or something. We can take a Cloud9 together and watch the episode together. It's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. I don't know how it's going to work. I actually have to put more thought into this because again, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. But in the meantime, check them out. And to get your free bottle, click the link in my description below. And thank you, Vina CBD, for sponsoring this video, and maybe reach out to Hannah. Let's move on to Steven and Monica. Yeah, remember how Monica said that she wanted flowers and he never got her any, even though he said that he would get her flowers? Well, I guess this was a nice alternative. It was a floral shop where they do this pressed flower activity, and he acts like he's the one who thought of this and planned this out, but no, it definitely wasn't. It was definitely a producer, and I would tell this producer, good job, because I thought this was a great idea.
So excited.
I figured because, kind of forgot about the flower thing, but these are gonna last forever. Yeah.
Oh my God, and to think that this was all an act, uneffing believable. His whole wide-eyed, innocent, I love you so much. You're the absolute best. Yes, Monica, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yes, I agree. You're right. F you, Steven. F you.
I'm sure there are people out there that are like, if I do this, I'm gonna get laid. Cool. And that is a great perk. I mean, let's be honest. If you do something right and you get rewarded with sex, like...
What the fork is he talking about? Shut up, Steven. Do us all a favor and shut up.
Like, my dad's like, I really don't want to be on camera. Part of him is like, sounds like he has a good head on his shoulders. But the more important thing is like, do you love my daughter?
Yeah.
My dad's also like whispered to me a couple times on the phone. He's been like, how do you know he's not a liar?
It's a brand new day, and unfortunately, Steven lost his job. That really sucks, but you know what? Monica bossed up, and she was like, guess what, babe? Don't worry about it, because I got you. Then they talk about Schmex, and he lets her know what he's really into.
I mean, I am perfectly okay with you treating me like a piece of meat. I think it's hot. I really do.
And I don't think she got the hint. Nope, she was not picking up what he was putting down. He also hints at her poophole loophole again. And Monica was like, stop trying, babe. Like, stop poking at it over and over. It's a no. The only person who's going there is my husband. And he's so confused. He's like, whoa, what? I mean, I wouldn't wait until my birthday for certain things, but if that's what you want, okay, I respect you, babe.
Women are a lot more complicated.
I don't know if it's that complicated.
Talk to me. Tell me, hey, a little less of that, a little more of these.
A little less butt stabs. I mean, you're into butt stuff.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not like I wait until my birthday to be lucky enough to have it type situation,
But he doesn't get it, because why would anyone wait until their birthday for an amazing thing to happen? But you see, Steven, she clearly does not think it's an amazing thing. So that's why she said only her husband gets it. Do you get it?
Giving birth is the only time a woman comes close to understanding what it's like when a man has a common cold. Okay?
Are you well?
What? Like I said, Steven, shut up. On behalf of all of America, just shut up. I don't even think he's joking. I think this is what he actually thinks.
I'm not, I don't need sex.
I think you do. Let's see what the other kiddos are up to. Taylor and Garrett are doing great, and I know everybody thinks they're boring and they don't like watching their boring segments, but honestly, I like watching their boring relationship. I think it's really sweet. I was so skeptical of Garrett in the beginning, but I'm liking him more and more, and I'm enjoying that journey. Tyler and Ashley talk about their future kids again and again. How many kids do they want? He can't wait to be a father. He wants so many kids. He wants girls. He wants boys. Yeah. He meets Ashley's dad, and her dad is so impressed by him because he talks a good talk. I'm not going to lie. He shares his future plans with Ashley and how it's going to be so great. Tyler's happy, Ashley's happy, her dad's happy, everybody's so happy. Tim meets Alex's family, and he's so good with the parents. He and the dad have so much in common. He really bonds with him, and he reads to him a very sweet, heartfelt letter that he wrote, professing his love for Alex and asking him for his permission, his blessing to marry Alex. And wow, that was so sweet. It made me cry. It made me tear up. Everybody was crying. But let me just shit on it for a second. I love this moment, okay? I really did. But why wasn't the mother addressed in this letter? What is she, chopped liver? Wasn't she just there 5 minutes ago? Was it that hard to include her in the letter? And I'm not shitting on Tim. I'm actually shitting on the tradition. Can we update it for 2024? I'm not saying f the dad. I'm just saying, can we include the mom? Like, why can't we include the woman who carried her for 9 months and pushed her out of her vag and nursed her, like literally breastfed her to health? Like, what? What? Does the mom's opinion not matter? Does it not count? Like, what? This is so crazy to me. Ramses meets Marissa's friends and he kind of shits on the military with them, but her friends are also from the military, so clearly they're going to be very defensive. He talks about how everybody's politics is tied to their ethics. However, he's not going to immediately cut someone off just because they're wearing a MAGA hat. Like, he's going to want to get to know them as people. Who are they? Why are they MAGA? What MAGA policy do they support? But also at the same time, if Marissa were to go back into the military, it's completely over for them. No ifs, ands, or buts. According to Marissa, if she had kids and her kids wanted to go to the military, she's going to fully support them. Ramses is like, absolutely not.
You know, being involved in the military.
It wouldn't work.
Right.
We're aligned on everything except for the military.
In my professional potato opinion, there's no way they should be together. They're just not compatible. Sure, they agree on a lot of things and I'm sure they have a grand old time and have so much fun and vibe and do all the good stuff. But the things that they don't agree on are just way too important and way too big to ignore. Now let's talk about the last 10 minutes of this episode. It was effing wild. I'm telling you, wild. The scene starts with some serious music. Monica is looking sad. Taylor is there to console her. And immediately I knew it was Steven's fault. I was like, what did Steven do? What the F did Steven do? I just knew it. I knew he was a creeper. I knew all along that there was something real off about him and I should have listened to my gut. I should have stuck with it, but I didn't. I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm being so negative. Let's give him a chance. But no, this is what happens. Taylor and Monica are sitting down. They're both crying. Because apparently Monica found out that Steven was sexting another woman. And no, it wasn't a while ago. It wasn't before the show. It was as recent as, that day. Apparently he didn't sleep at the apartment last night because he had to go to a sleep center for a sleep test. But also he was drunk. Like, what? So you're telling me that he decided to get drunk on the night of his sleep test and that's when he decided to let his freaky flag fly? Girlies are talking about how gross and disgusting he is. The camera pans up and he's right behind them. He's in the kitchen packing up his shit like a little bitch. And when they showed him in the kitchen, his entire demeanor was so different. I can't explain why. You know how he usually has his big bug-eyed puppy dog eyes and he acts all sweet and innocent? That was all gone. He actually looked annoyed, but he sits down to talk to Monica and she's like, that was disgusting, Steven. All those fetishized text messages, all those dirty, disgusting, gross things that you said you want to do to her. And he goes, yeah, you're right. But this time the you're right, like I just can't explain it. It was so different. Because he always says, you're right, babe, you're right. I love you so much, you're right. But this time he said, you're right, it was different. It was like he just wanted to end things. He just wanted to get the fork out of there. At one point, he even tries to blame her, but she shut that shit down so fast. I love how quick she is. I wish I could be this quick.
You're right.
Stop acting like you're right.
I
know I'm right. Say something else. Why did you do this? Why did you propose? Why did you come here? Who are you?
Does anyone else think Steven was treading very lightly to make sure he didn't say anything to piss her off? Because if he were to piss her off, then she might actually say what was in those messages. And I'm pretty bummed out she didn't say what was in those messages because I really wanted to know. She was like, why did you even come on this show, Steven? Like, why did you propose? And he's like, I don't think there's anything I can say at this point for you to believe me.
Were you at a sleep test last night?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
At this point, I don't think there's anything that I could say that you would believe.
Is there something that I should believe?
Monica, I didn't pretend anything. I did make a completely stupid mistake while being drunk at a sleep test with somebody who's...
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Speaking of Sherlock, ooh, you hear those sirens? The cops are coming for you.
You were doing it today, Steven. You texted her today.
No.
Okay, let me see your phone.
I deleted the message.
Of course you did.
He tries to save face one last time and he goes, I really did love you. I really did want to marry you. No, you didn't. Shut the hell up. He's like, listen, I said I'm sorry. That's why I'm going to get my stuff and move out and leave you alone. And she goes, good. But before you go, take out your phone right now and Venmo me all the money that I spent carrying your lying, cheating ass since you lost your job. And he goes, okay, no problem. He whips out his phone. Ding. Done.
Before you leave, I would like you to Venmo me the money you owe me for me carrying your weight the last couple days. If you wouldn't mind taking out your phone now to send me the Venmo.
I loved that part. I loved every single second of it. And I hope she got every damn cent that she spent on him.
You were gonna like, what, shake my dad's hand this weekend? While you were
planning on cheating. Like, I don't understand. Ugh. Sorry.
Y'all, that's crazy. Oh my God, you guys. He was going to meet her entire family and act like he was in love with her and act like he was going to marry her and act like he was going to join her family. That's insane. What a sociopath.
Texting a girl while you are engaged that you want to do dirty kinks.
I can't do anything to change this. I will live with this.
Oh my God, he looked directly into the camera. He looked directly into the camera. Oh my God, how awkward. You guys, as soon as she started to cry, like the millisecond she started, he got up and walked away. He didn't want to deal with it. He did not want to deal with the fact that he actually hurt a human being, that he's an actual sociopath, that he's actually fucking crazy.
It's just like taking that away from me.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I am sorry. I will leave you alone now. Yeah, okay.
What? Y'all thought Jeremy was bad? Y'all thought Sarah Ann was bad? Y'all thought Wreck-It Ralph was bad? No! Steven is way worse. So finally, the little redheaded bitch leaves and Monica's left crying. Taylor swoops in, but guess who else swoops in? Garrett. Yeah. I loved how he just stayed with her. He let her cry. He gave her a hug. And he did not try to defend Steven or do the whole devil's advocate or what if this scenario, what if that scenario, whatever. He shut his mouth, which was the right thing to do, and he just let her cry. I don't know about anyone else, but Garrett got a million times hotter in this scene. Woo! And that, you guys, was episode 8. Holy shit. So you'd think after Steven we'd be done with disappointments, right? Yeah, wrong. God. So let's start with Tyler. He keeps talking about wanting kids with Ashley. He wants so many kids. He can't wait to have kids. He can't wait to be a dad. But you know what? He has 3 kids already, and he didn't tell Ashley this until the very last minute. It's a week before their wedding, and she finally finds out that he has kids. He has 3 kids. And on the show so far, he tries to play it off like he donated his sperm anonymously and he doesn't really have anything to do with the kids. But it turns out, according to social media, that he's very involved in his children's lives. Now, is that a bad thing? Absolutely not. Is it bad that he has 3 kids? Absolutely not. Is it bad that he donated his sperm and 3 kids came out of this? Absolutely not. That is not the issue. The issue is he lied. Why are these men lying? I don't understand. Hannah and Nick continue to be very hard to watch. They're just not fun. But you want to know who is fun? Her brother. Yeah, he definitely helped break the tension. Listen, Hannah is bad, but Nick has his faults too. For example, he did not know how to cook pasta, so he had to ask her how to cook it. What do you mean you don't know how to cook pasta? Look on the freaking box. It tells you exactly how long to boil the water for. And if you don't know how to read directions, then Google a video. Okay, you can find it on YouTube, how to open up the pasta box, put it in the boiling water, and setting the timer. Like, dude, figure it out.
You literally said, Hannah, do you need help with anything? I said, would you like to boil some pasta? You said, no.
I don't even see the pasta.
No, it's in the cabinets.
Heat it up now?
Yeah.
What should I turn it to? Like, just like medium, in between medium and high?
Heat it to a boil.
Just tell me the temperature.
Heat to a boil. Do you know how to heat to a boil?
And when I fill this up with water, you think like 3/4? Or like halfway?
Taylor and Garrett have dinner together and she talks about how hot he was the other night when he was consoling Monica, and I gotta agree, it was so hot. Like, I got tingles in places that I didn't know could get tingly. She also tells him how much she appreciates his willingness to move to San Diego because she understands it's hard. And he tells her, yeah, my parents are not taking it well. That's the only part I'm hesitant about. But like, don't worry because you are my future. I love you and I am going to go with you. And woo! Y'all, that was hot. So hot. Whoa, my God, somebody get me a fan. Listen, I am happily single, but if somebody can find me a Garrett, oh, I'm down for a relationship. I am down in more ways than one. Next, we see Tim and Alex's individual homes, and Tim's place is nice. It's organized, it's well decorated, it's neat, it's clean. I'm very impressed. And then we get to Alex's place, and it's like a fucking clothing bomb went off. She has clothes everywhere, and they're not organized. They're just thrown around everywhere. Oh my God, Alex, why didn't you organize before you left? You know, cameras were coming here. Listen, I get that some people, depending on their mental illness and their mental health, like they have a really hard time organizing and cleaning. And I get it. I've been there. I have bouts of depression where I can't do shit. But, well, I guess I shouldn't judge then, should I? Next, we meet Marissa's family. Holy shit, her mother.
He just kept talking about his fashion.
Which I have to say is kind of off.
Is it off?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm not feeling it.
Who hurt her? Oh, we know. All the men that she was with hurt her real bad. She is so jaded. She is so negative. I don't know how Marissa and her siblings are so positive and cutesy and bubbly. Like, woo!
The whole 80s breakdancing, like little tail thing. Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Listen, I don't disagree with any of those statements, but I just wouldn't say it to him the first time you're meeting him in front of cameras.
I want to make sure that you're not relying on her law degree and her money, because if a kid is produced in this relationship, you don't want me coming up there taking care of a kid because my daughter has to fucking work.
Oh my God, can she calm down? Damn, she came guns blazing. And y'all, I curse, I like to curse, but there's a time and place for it. And meeting your kid's fiance for the very first time in front of a Netflix show is not the time and place. I felt so bad for Ramses. I really did. Not so much by the end of the episode when they had that talk about birth control and condoms. Oh God, during that conversation, I wish her mom were there. Like, we needed Marissa's mom to be there and to handle his ass when they talked about the birth control. But during this meeting, I felt really bad for him. She's rough. Oh my God. I don't think we've ever seen someone so negative. But you know what? I kind of didn't hate it because it's obvious she loves her kids. She's willing to do anything for her kids. And I don't know, I kind of respect that. Although she keeps kind of projecting onto him like all the hardships that she had in her past with all the shitty men in her past. But ma'am, like those were your choices and you brought those men in to your life and their life. So maybe don't take it out on Ramses. After the meeting with her family is over, they talk about kids and he doesn't want kids for at least 4 to 5 years. And she's like, oh my God, I'm already 32. I don't know if I want to wait that long. And he's like, well, I definitely want to wait because I want to spend time with you, babe. I want time to travel and do all the things before we add kids into the mix. And he feels very strongly about that. And she's like, okay, but I really don't want to go on birth control, but I guess I have to like talk to my doctor about the options that I have. And he goes, yeah, of course, babe. I don't want you to take something that affects you mentally, emotionally, physically. And she's like, yeah, it really does. And he's like, okay, but I don't want to wear rubber because I don't enjoy rubber schmecks. And she's like, okay, but I don't want to be on birth control. And he's like, okay, well, we're going to have to figure something out, aka I want you to go on birth control. I could not believe the things that were coming out of his mouth. I was waiting for him to say, just kidding. How the heck is he going to say, we definitely cannot get pregnant right now, but at the same time, he's not going to wear a rubber because he doesn't enjoy rubber schmecks. But then at the same time, he's saying that she shouldn't have to go on birth control if she doesn't want to. What? Make it make sense. All I'm hearing is he basically wants her to go on birth control, but he's just not going to say it.
So I didn't really want to go back on birth control is the thing.
Right. Like, I don't want you to do it if it's gonna like affect you in terms of like just your health and like your mood. I just have to wear, I don't know, condoms or something. Like, I don't know, but like
that's what I want to go with, I think.
Huh, okay.
How do you feel about that?
It's not, like, I don't, like, if I wear one, it's just
We
not.
either have condom sex or we don't have condom sex and we accept the consequences of it.
It's not really enjoyable, baby.
I'm not going to go on birth control.
We need to do what we need to do, but I need the sex to be enjoyable.
And another one bites the dust. Hannah's parents are such a cute couple. Nick finally meets them and they like him. Her younger brother is there and apparently he wants to play football and Nick cracks a joke and says, oh, what position? How about a kicker? And the brother goes, ew, no thanks. And they all laugh because Nick was a kicker, get it? And I thought it was a really cute, funny moment, but Hannah ruined it. She had to make another jab at Nick.
Do you know what position you'd want to play?
O-line or...
Kicker? Well, I was a kicker, so.
Ryder's giving quarterback energy now.
I know. I thought I was gonna hear quarterback. Yeah.
Why did she have to say that? Like, I get she was joking, but again, time and place. It was not necessary because the joke already happened. He already made his joke at his expense. Everybody laughed at it. It was over, but she had to go in again and make another joke at his expense. And she does this all the fucking time, and it drives me nuts. Her mom tells her to relax. They're like, Hannah, you're chewing him out and you need to stop. Now it's time for Hannah to meet Nick's parents, and they love her. They're like obsessed with her. And I'm not gonna lie, she's very good with the parents. She knew exactly what to do and what to say. She made a very good impression.
Oh my goodness. Finally.
That's Mama Dorca.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Nick Dorca Sr.
Nick Dorca Sr.
I gotta be careful with my makeup. I get all over Nick. I don't want to get all over you guys. I know you really like pineapples, so I got you like a pineapple salt and pepper shaker.
Oh, that is really cool.
Oh my goodness, those are beautiful.
And then I got you a dozen of your favorite golf balls. Nick told me you're specific.
Thank you. That was really
She admits to his mom that it has been a little difficult to have Nick not know how to do anything. And then this is where his mom admits that she has been coddling him and treating him like a baby. I don't think Hannah's a bad person. I don't think Nick is a bad person, but together I think they are a bad couple. Garrett meets Taylor's friends, and they all seem so great. They all seem very smart, educated, cultured, well-traveled, open-minded, and they all seem super nice and welcoming. Like, this is my jam. I hope I can find a small group of friends like this while I'm here in Washington, D.C. I'm in a brand new city. I don't know how I'm going to meet new friends. I think I might try Bumble BFF, and if you guys want stories about my experience, let me know. But anyway, I think it's safe to say that her friends definitely liked Garrett. Holy crap, you guys. I cannot believe how much I love them. I love her. I love Garrett. I love them together. Remember how skeptical I was of him, but the more we see their relationship and the more we get to know them, I love them so much. And last, we have Ashley and Tyler. She just found out that Tyler has 3 kids, and she cannot believe it because the whole entirety of their relationship he did not mention it once. At first, I didn't really understand what the big deal of not telling her was, because he did say they were sperm donors and he wanted to do like a nice thing for his friend or something, and I guess like there's some privacy issue. But we are learning on social media that he is very involved in his kids' lives. And is that a bad thing? No, not at all. I think that's great. But why lie? I don't understand why these men lie. Why do they lie? That is an issue. You purposely did not tell me that you had 3 kids. Like, what else are you lying about by omission? Like, what else are you not telling me? By the end of the episode, he begs her for another chance. He wants to make things right, and they end on a very tearful hug. Now, do I think she's going to give him another chance? Yeah, I do. And I don't fault her for it because they're in front of the cameras, they're filming a show, they're on a certain timeline, and Tyler seems like he's pretty good with his words. So I don't know, maybe he's going to do a little smooth talking, he's going to do a little more future promising, and she might fall for it. But I want better for her. I think we all do. So hopefully she will come to her senses and she will dump his ass. In the next few episodes, Garrett meets Taylor's family, Alex meets Tim's family, Ramses and Marissa continue to have their birth control convo, and then they have a great Gatsby party with all the couples invited, plus some that didn't make it after the pods, like Bowden and Katie. Just a quick reminder, Bowden and Marissa connected in the pods, and I guess Katie and Nick bonded as well, but we didn't really get their story. So, in the preview for the wedding episode, the only people that we see in wedding attire are Garrett and Taylor, so I feel like nobody else makes it that far. I'm gonna end this video with some great TikTok videos that I found from different creators about this season of Love is Blind that I found either so informative or so hilarious, or they just had really interesting takes. I'm going to provide their username so you can show them some love. And don't forget, if you want a free bottle, $70 worth of Vina CBD, go click on the link in my description. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hello, honey. I picked up some tea. I got some Moroccan mint, and it's the fresh good tea too. It's loose tea, and you put it right in the pot, and oh gosh, I love you so much. I'm so lucky to have you, really. I really feel that. What a beautiful woman you are. I'm gonna put this in the cabinet. I just love tea, you know? I love the way that it makes me feel and the way... I found the texts. Is that right? Yep. You were saying some really nasty things. So are we done? Am I done pretending now? It was exhausting. What? Yeah, I'm tired of playing good person or whatever you call it. I'm a bad person. I'm terrible. Narcissistic and everything. So, are we done? Can I go? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a freak and I don't like you. So, I'm out, all right?
You can't be broke and a freaky frog. You gotta choose a struggle, okay? You can't talk about Kate Spade is top notch. You ain't never heard of Louis Vuitton, but you know how to get your way to a booty. Suspicious. Lying about some flowers that you were never gonna get. Talking about they were like symbolic. It was a concept. Flowers aren't a concept, they're a thing, okay? And you're borrowing money. Broke, a freaky frog, and a liar.
So Tyler from Love is Blind Season 7 has a whole family, and they're posting about him on Facebook. Let's get into it. So if you've been seeing other creators' videos, there's been rumors trickling in that Tyler has a family that we have not seen mentioned yet on Love is Blind. I kept seeing comments that allegedly he had twins and then a little boy. Now, I personally am not the type of person who believes that the edit dictates whether or not a conversation happened. So he very well could have had a conversation with Ashley where he talked about his children and his family situation. But so far in the show, that's not something that we at least has seen mentioned or part of his storyline. Now, 14 hours ago, the mother of his children's mother posts on Facebook and says, "Do y'all know who this is or where he is? Because his 3 kids have been looking for him." Now, I went through the comments and she says that they were in touch before the show, and then basically after the show started filming, he's not been in touch since, and they were initially rooting for him. So it's not a question of Tyler being deceitful or having another relationship that he was in, but more a question of where is he for his children? Because she claims that Tyler has been in touch with his friends and his family, but it's been a full year since he's been in touch with his kids. She then posted a subsequent reel with the hashtags, hashtag who throws their kids away for a show, hashtag they love their daddy, hashtag deadbeat dad. Now, it's clear that they were definitely in a relationship because here's a photo that Tyler posted to his own Facebook, and he also has this photo of the 3 of them together from September of 2018. Now, obviously, Tyler has not had a chance to respond to this, so I'm just here reporting the news, and I'll be back with any updates that come out.
Let's talk about it. Militarism is a form of neocolonialism, a tool through which the U.S. exerts power and control both abroad and over its own marginalized populations. The working class, particularly people of color, are often manipulated into believing that military service is a noble pursuit, a dignified way out of poverty and hardship. This myth is sold as a pathway to honor and opportunity, but in reality, many of these individuals become disposable pawns in the machinery of neocolonialism. The bodies and lives of those who serve are exploited, often left physically and mentally scarred, discarded by the system once their utility has expired, with many veterans facing houselessness and lack of support. However, the impact of militarism doesn't stop at the soldiers themselves. The true cost of neocolonial militarism is most felt by innocent people overseas whose lands are invaded, their homes destroyed, and their resources stolen. Countries targeted by the U.S. military are often rich in natural resources, oil, minerals, fertile land, and neocolonial powers justify their presence by cloaking these invasions in the language of peacekeeping. In reality, entire communities are displaced, their lands pillaged, and ecosystems devastated. The destruction of these lands and communities is a violent form of exploitation designed to benefit the U.S. and its corporations. Within the U.S., the cycle of exploitation and disillusionment is a part of the broader system of brainwashing that begins early, with children being taught to revere the military as an institution of honor. Because the violence of the military is so blatant and extreme, the government has to invest significant effort in propaganda to convince people, especially those with the least power, that enlisting in this machinery of war is an honorable choice. So what I appreciate in this conversation that we just saw is how he allows room for these realizations for her without resorting to shame. While he is clear and unwavering in his critique of militarism, he doesn't shut down the possibility for others or her to come to this awareness too. Shame can be a limiting tool, especially within marginalized communities where the stakes for understanding and solidarity are high. I think it's important to give people the option to expand their minds and move through their own journey of awakening and social consciousness. Everyone is at a different stage in that process. If they resist or refuse to grow, then you've done what you can and it may be time to move on. But allowing that openness, that potential for change is crucial for building community and building a bigger community that is committed to collective liberation.